What is going on? Live stream has just begun. The New York Knicks have now lost 3 straight victories. Came in here yesterday after the Miami Heat loss saying the New York Knicks had to win these next 2 games. They were very important. And they lose to the Orlando Magic 111 by final score of 111 to 106. We can wait for more people to get up in here and we can just take it from there. Let me just tweet that we're live right now so we can just get into it. This will probably be a really quick post game because my mood right now isn't too great. I just let you guys know right now. Back-to-back tough losses in the South, in Florida. 2 big losses. And right now, just overall, it was just, let me just tweet that we're live right now, man. Wait for more people to cop in here. I'm getting texts right now. Freaking Knicks, man. Wasn't a must win, but they love making us sweat for a playoff berth. Yeah, big task, man. What's up, man? Always one of the first people in here. The New York Knicks lose to the Orlando Magic 106 to 111. Many ways we can take this game. You can say the Orlando Magic, towards the end of the fourth quarter, they were hitting their threes. They were, but during the game, they weren't shooting the three well. And the first quarter, and the first half of the second quarter was probably some of the worst basketball I've seen the Knicks play in a while. Some of the worst basketball I've seen them play in a while. They were absolutely awful. Close out the first half. Pretty solid, actually. They got down by, I believe they cut it to 8 going into halftime. Then obviously, if you guys haven't known, Julius Randle got into it with the referee, got into it with Emmanuel Quickly, his own teammate, was arguing about some calls. It's 3 straight games now. Julius Randle has received a technical foul here. I believe he has 11 technical fouls on the season, tied for 7th most in the NBA. So Julius Randle, 23 points tonight for him. Solid game overall, but that little situation at the end of the first half is not what we want to see at all. Some positives tonight. Quentin Grimes, man. Back-to-back games where Quentin Grimes has played really well for the New York Knicks. Really well. I think the back-to-back games he scored now 46 or 47 points from Quentin Grimes. 25 points tonight, 10 to 18 from the field. Really efficient. Actually didn't score again in the fourth quarter. Knicks got away from him in the fourth quarter. He didn't score, Grimes. I don't like that. But Emmanuel quickly got it going offensively. He started this game, I believe, 0 for 5, and then wound up dropping 25 points. But all in all, R.J. Barrett, terrible game out of him. He couldn't get anything going. Barrett was just awful tonight, defensively and offensively. It is what it is, man. You gotta state the obvious, right? Barrett was awful. Who else was, not so great tonight? Obi Toppin, 12 minutes. Hardenstein, 16 minutes. You didn't really get any oomph from the bench, right? You didn't really get any oomph from the bench. Bench unit didn't give you anything. Orlando Magic outscored you on the bench, and they shot 40% from 3, 13 to 32 from 3, 18 to 21 from the line, 44 rebounds. That's the thing, man. The Knicks are losing these games now, and they're normally a great rebounding team, but bro, you have to win these games versus Orlando Magic, man. You have to. Like, these are the games you have to win. These are the games you have to win. Look at the standings now. The Brooklyn Nets are currently beating the Cleveland Cavaliers by 9 in the fourth quarter. Say the Nets win, they become 1 game behind the New York Knicks. The play-in tournament is not out of the realm of possibilities for the New York Knicks, guys. It's not. We were all talking about the 5th seed, maybe the 4th seed. Throw that out the window because the play-in tournament is not out of the realm of possibilities. It's not. Buzzer beater. What was RJ doing? 5 turnovers. Dude stepped out. Yeah, RJ Barrett was the awful game on RJ Barrett tonight. Just terrible. Didn't play the ball. Didn't play well offensively or defensively. Obi Toppin, right now it's just he's in there for he's just chucking up a bunch of threes right now. I hate the way the New York Knicks are using him. D-Gon's in the chat. Loved your earlier short vid on Jaylen Brown, swapping him for RJ. Yeah, I mean, I put out a video about Jaylen Brown. That would be a dream come true, bro. Jaylen Brown to the New York Knicks would be a dream come true. If you haven't seen that video, I just put it out a few hours ago. There's been rumors around about Jaylen Brown possibly not being happy in Boston. So when you guys are done with this post game, just check that video out for me, please. Buzzer beater Randall's porous defense. Yeah, I mean, Randall, you 23 points, but guys, the play-in tournament is not out of the realm of possibilities. It is not. We talked about the 5th seed. I still think we finished the 5th seed. I hope we finish the 5th seed because, oh my goodness, if the New York Knicks drop into the play-in tournament, there's going to be some hell that will break loose, man. I would be highly upset if that were to happen, man. You look at the schedule. You had the Timberwolves at home. You dropped the ball versus the Timberwolves. You have the Miami Heat. I get it. Miami Heat are a great team. They're a great home team. They're a great team in their own stadium, Miami-Dade Arena or whatever they call it. Great team. I get that lost. Tonight, you're missing your guy. You're missing Jalen Brunson. You're missing your force. And it just didn't happen, man. I mean, these last 2 games, the Knicks are scoring a bunch of points. And tonight, 106 points against the Orlando Magic. Just Knicks missed a ton of shots too, man. 12 of 40 from 3. 37 for 88 from the field, 42%. Missed 6 free throws tonight. I don't know, guys. I'm not liking this mood, man. What is the mood right now surrounding the New York Knicks? I wanna get your guys' perspective on it because I want to be optimistic. I'm still optimistic. Buzzer beater says hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button. I'm still optimistic about the New York Knicks, but I just simply I don't know right now, man. You lose 3 in a row, then you come back and then you win 3 in a row. Everyone's like, okay, that 3-game losing streak, throw it behind us, right? Throw it right behind us. And then you come back, you lose against the Timberwolves, the Heat, and the Orlando Magic. This was supposed to be your sweet spot in your schedule, getting you ready for the postseason, and you just simply laid an egg. And tonight, the New York Knicks just, couldn't hit anything. 30% from 3, 12 of 40 from 3. Quentin Grimes, salute to Quentin Grimes, man. We have a star being born. He has currently been incredible these last couple of games. I hope this carries on until the end of the season, into the playoffs. But guys, what is the sense right now? I'm on Twitter. Everyone is, sort of, in the middle. Don't know how to react. Don't want to overreact too much. I don't want to overreact too much. But, what we saw from Julius Randle, I don't want to see that at all. I don't want to see that ever. But it's clear that Julius Randle has an anger problem, an anger issue, a mental health problem. So I don't want to comment on that. It just stinks to see it happen like it does. But it's clear that something's going on there. So we just hope that he gets right, man. We just hope that he gets his head right and gets healthy. Yeah, man, the Knicks are losing the teams they should beat. That's for sure. Timberwolves at home, Hornets at home, the Orlando Magic, the Knicks South. The Orlando Magic is Knicks South, and we couldn't pull out a victory, man. It was a surprise when Jalen Brunson got, was what popped up on the injury report saying that he had a sprained right hand, I believe. It's a shooting hand, which is not good, man. We just want Jalen Brunson to get healthy. First it was a foot, now it's a shooting hand. Not good, man. Big task as Randall was acting weird. Buzzer beater, we missed free throws and 3-point shots. Poor penetration. Defense, we couldn't keep their guards out of the lane. That is for damn sure, man. Who killed us tonight on their end? They just played good as a team. And they hit timely shots like the Miami Heat did yesterday. They hit timely threes. I believe the Orlando Magic in the last 2 minutes hit back-to-back 3-point shots. And it just killed the Knicks' momentum, man. It just killed it. Anthony hit threes. Then you had Gary Harris hit a 3. And then you had who was the third person that hit a 3? Banchero, 2 of 4 from 3 tonight. He's shooting in the 20s from 3-point line. Hit a big corner 3 tonight that just killed the Knicks' momentum. Buzzer Beater says we missed free throws and 3-point shots, poor penetration defense. We couldn't keep their guards out of the lane. Oh, I just read that. Yeah, I mean, I'm all over the place tonight. Yeah, appreciate the comment, man. Where was Randall's defense? Brunson. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how you know it's been a long night. Brunson, he sprained his left or right hand? I think it was his right hand. So, yeah, my apologies for that. But, yeah, man. 3 straight wins. Back to 3 straight losses, guys. Look at the standings right now. Nets are currently beating the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hold on, let me just share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right, Nets are currently beating the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. Let's take a look at that score. Let's take a look at the live score together. It is 107-100. So Cleveland is, sort of catching up here. So, we'll see. We'll just keep an eye on that game. We're not catching Cleveland, I don't think. We're just hoping that Brooklyn, stays where they're at, stays in the 6th seed, because right now, these games are dwindling down. These games are quickly dwindling down, and the New York Knicks just keep losing these games. I thought we were going to have a great road trip, 1 out of 2, either take the Miami game or the Orlando game, maybe take both of them, great. But turns out Knicks had other plans, and, now we have to really hunker down, man. We have to really hunker down, and look, the New York Knicks have a game versus the Houston Rockets, and you got to win that game, bro. You got to win that game. No excuses. No excuses, man. Houston Rockets in Madison Square Garden, that needs to be a must-win. I don't like this. Tonight should have been a must-win, but the Houston Rocket game needs to be a must-win. Frustrating, guys. It's just extremely frustrating. Watching this game all night was just extremely, extremely frustrating. And, you had Brunson with the sprained hand, and it seems like the Knicks are kind of, seems like they're being very careful with Jalen Brunson here, because after tonight, the Knicks don't play again until, I believe, Monday, the 27th. Another 3 days off. So the Knicks are being very careful. Maybe, his foot is starting to, act up. Maybe his foot acted up after the Miami game, back-to-back game. Maybe they're just holding him out of back-to-back situations. But it seems like they're being, cautious with him, which I, recommend that they be cautious with him. We obviously want Brunson to be healthy. So Degon says need to see more Deuce, Hart, and Grimes, and less RJ Barrett. The thing with RJ Barrett is the frustrating thing with RJ Barrett. He has these great games, like the Heat game, great game. And then he has a game like tonight. It's frustrating, man. It is. It's frustrating. And we just want to see consistency from RJ, and we just hasn't been there, man. It just hasn't. Leo says, who were the leading scorers for both teams? The leading scorer for the New York Knicks was, I believe, Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel Quickley. Both had 25 points. And the leading scorer for their Magic was Paolo Banchero. So Banchero versus Randall, that was a pretty good matchup all night long. McBride, only 6 minutes tonight. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Deuce McBride, only 6 minutes tonight. I would have thought that he would play more, but coach thought otherwise. Only 6 minutes tonight. Josh Hart with his normal 29 to 30 minutes off the bench. Hartenstein, 16 minutes. Tough loss, man. My mood is kind of somber right now, but got to bounce back against our Houston Rockets at home, man. I mean, these are unexcusable losses, man. These are. Now we have to schedule watch. We have to watch what the Nets are doing, watch what the Cavs are doing. And, when before we could have, maybe controlled our own destiny a bit, had a game versus the Cleveland Cavaliers at the end of March that could have been huge. Probably is, not going to mean anything right now, but a test if we get matched up with them in a playoff series. But yeah, guys, New York Knicks need to beat the Houston Rockets, and that is it. Probably must-win territory. Don't want to call it a must-win because it's not really a must-win, but you don't want to drop in the play-in tournament. You don't want to drop off into the play-in tournament because we don't want that at all. No problem, Leo, man. But yeah, some notes that I wrote down for the game. Worst first half we've seen from the New York Knicks in a while. Again, the start of the second, they couldn't hit anything. I mean, they were missing. The Orlando Magic got up by as much as 19 points in the first half. 19 points. The Orlando Magic. Good, young, scrappy team, Orlando Magic, but still. Julius Randle gets into it with Emmanuel quickly tonight. Don't want to see that. Randle going back and forth between the referee to close the half. Then Emmanuel quickly is just trying to shove him away. Like, bro, just calm down. Get it. Let it go, man. And then Randle gets in Emmanuel quickly's face. Can't control himself. It's clear that Randle just can't control himself. I mean, it's clear, man. He's been here for, 4 years now, and it's clear that that's the case. Just can't control himself, man. Leo, you missed that Julius Randle kind of blow up there at the end of the first half towards Emmanuel quickly. But, bounced back in the second half, though. Randle was, scoring and was a huge catalyst of the New York Knicks tying the game. Quentin Grimes, shout out to him again. Another great game out of Quentin Grimes. 25 points out of the youngster. It seems like he's really finding his groove here. Hopefully he can build on this. Needs to translate into victories, though. Needs to. RJ Barrett, bad game. Bad game out of RJ Barrett tonight. And we got to talk about the Knicks' three-point defense, man. Their three-point defense here in these last few games has been awful. It's been simply awful. Tonight, bad. I mean, last game was worse, but tonight was a little better. But the Magic were still, hitting their threes. Something has to give here. Three-point defense, switching, they need to go back to the drawing board. Their three-point defense has been lacking. It's easy to hit open shots, man. We can easily blame, everyone's talking about, these teams turn into like the modern day Steph Curry when they face the New York Knicks. But you got to play defense and hunker down. Play some defense, man. Three-point defense needs to tighten up. In the playoffs, what do you think teams do in the playoffs, man? They shoot the lights out. Yeah, man, some things that the New York Knicks need to clean up. Probably going to end this post-game right now. Actually, appreciate you guys in the chat. Actually, this is going to be a quick little post-game, man. Upset, angry. New York Knicks need to bounce back against the Houston Rockets because, this is uncharacteristic of them. Hopefully, Brunson can get healthy. Appreciate all of you in the chat as well. Leo says, and why were people chanting MVP for Julius Randle in Orlando? If you haven't known, Orlando is the Knicks South, pretty much. I like to call Orlando the Knicks South. A bunch of Knicks fans are in Orlando. A bunch of New Yorkers moved down to Florida, head to Orlando, and Orlando's the hot spot. Orlando, South Florida, Tampa. So, when the Knicks come to town, the Knicks fans show up in Orlando and Miami. We heard them last night as well in Miami. So shout out to the Knicks fans that are always supporting the squad in Miami, in Amway Center. They always show up and always just go crazy. It sucks that we couldn't get a victory for them tonight, though. Sucks. All right, let's see if the coach has spoken yet. Trying to see if the coach has spoken yet. No, I don't think so. Somber mood right now on Twitter. Somber mood. Just guys, hopefully we need to end the season on a high note. Don't want to get down too much. I want to bring up my mood a little bit. Don't want to get down too much. Got to turn it around, right? Got to turn it around. We need to. No excuses, man. No excuses. But appreciate you all in the chat again, man. Probably going to end this post game now. Yeah, man, I'll be back versus the Houston Rockets. Hopefully we can turn it around. Check out my latest video and hit that like button as always. It's been a pleasure. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Until next time, guys, it is always let's go Knicks, man. Peace.